This says, this is a magazine. This is from the magazine. Bloody hell, sounds like a curse, we know, but there simply isn't a more concise way of summing up Castlevaina Lords of Shadow 2. In every possible way, the sequel to Mercury Stream's riveting reboot of the Castlevaina series takes a bloodier, more sinister approach to the Dracula myth. This isn't the kid-friendly vampire that's played for funsies in a Sesame Street episode or Halloween cartoon special. Less than 30 minutes into our 4-hour hands-on with the game, it's feeding time. We've just crawled out of a sarcophagus, and despite being rendered immortal by the curse that turned hero Gabriel into Dracula, we look pretty grotesque. Grotesque, do apologise. All hollow, hide and shrivelled like a corpse, and not a freshly buried one either. Say, who does Dracula have to kill around here for a drink? I thought it was in the first bit, what I was reading from. Must be on the next page, I'm sorry. Right. I'm currently reading the PlayStation magazine, Castlevaina Lords of Shadow 2. Listen to what's in this game. A cult favourite, Mercury Stream has the good sense to leave the child's fate ambiguous, thereby avoiding being the next bit of fodder for the Daily Mail outrage machine. But it's still one of the most grisly scenes we've witnessed since Modern Warfare 2's infamous No Russian Airport Massacre. No intimate scale of the encounter actually makes Lords of Shadow 2's seem more chilling, not to mention the fact that even if the child's life is spared, he's already been forced to witness his parents' murder. However controversial, the purpose of the event is clear. The vampire-hunting hero Gabriel Belmont, named for a biblical archangel no less, is gone. No more Mr. Nice Gabe. Our transformation into the monster Dracula is now complete. Right. Now, we've just crawled out of a sarcophagus, and despite being rendered immortal by the curse that's turned hero Gabriel into Dracula, we look pretty grotesque. All hollow-eyed and shriveled like a corpse, and not a freshly buried one either. Say, who does Dracula have to kill around here for a drink? The camera has switched to first person, or more accurately, given the present circumstances, third person. Our murky field of vision slowly comes into focus, and we find ourselves in a dimly lit room. The periphery of our vision remains bloodshot, and the camera quivers menacingly. That's when you notice them, a small family shivering terrified in a corner of the room. When we press circle to feast, it's not immediately clear who will be our starter course. Turns out dear old dad is first to go, offered with a vicious claw jab to the head. A second button press triggers a scene in which we slash the mum's throat and guzzle down her still hot and gazering lifeblood. Basically, comes up to a family and he has to kill them. I'm sure there's more about it later on. And you're the character that has to do it. You have to press them buttons to do that. But there's something else. When I find it. Right, here we go. Right, a mysterious order called the Acolytes is taking measures to unleash maximum chaos in the hope that it summons Satan back into the world after 1,000 years slumber. It's hard not to be reminded of the Templars in the Assassin's Creed series. Blah blah blah, you'll have to look it up. It will have dark stuff in, because it's a dark game, and I'm not bothered about stuff like this. I won't buy it. This would give me the creeps. Games have come a long way since Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog with just rings anyway, got a bit boring. Mario were better. But, you know, I don't care what people say. Oh yeah, games, they don't influence anybody. What a load of crap. Games do. And I'll tell you this reason right now. Not just games, but whatever we do, whatever we are into, it influences us in some part of the other, of the brain. Now, once I was playing on Call of Duty game, then I had a game of Scrabble with my friend, and I was playing on Call of Duty for about, I don't know, over an hour, 2 hours. The words that I was thinking up at, the words that I was putting on the board were like stuff like bombs, grenades, guns, I don't know, anything to do with war, explosions. I thought that was really strange.